Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Kirby Smith. My company, Lightspeed Construction, a couple of years ago noticed that SunTunnels were going to be a great upsell. So we've been talking about tuning this particular technique in to help you guys learn a little bit more about SunTunnels. Now, we do have an ask. We'd love for you guys that are getting out there getting a ton of value from the 5x profits that you're grabbing from SunTunnels. We'd love for you guys to take a look at our marketing software. It's LeadSymphony. Go to LeadSymphony.com. You see from the first slide here that it is a marketing software. And with this, we are going to be talking today about how to drive greater profits with your SunTunnels. This is a document we put together. It's right on this landing page. And of course, we've all eaten at McDonald's. One of the things we've seen McDonald's ask us is, hey, would you like fries with that? Well, SunTunnels are a lot like French fries in that respect, because we're there to get the meal, right? The customers ask us about other needs, maybe a roof, maybe gutters or something like that. But if you thought about pitching something else to increase that ticket, SunTunnels are a great way to do it. Like I said, 5 times profit. I'm guessing you guys aren't making that on your roofs or your gutters, right? So with that, LeadSymphony marketing software is going to be the one sponsoring this video. I work for LeadSymphony, but we don't sell SunTunnels. Our customers do. Our customers are you guys, roofing companies out there who are going to be considering wanting to automate your marketing processes and possibly pull together some digital stuff as possibly a digital sales system or process in there that may give you guys some extra legs, a little bit more length on how to reach customers that are either out of state or principals that might be hard to reach. You can always grab the his and hers as well. So moving on. And again, this is right here on a PDF. You guys can take a look at this and share it with your team. Would encourage you to do so. If it looks like you're something you might be interested in, feel free to holler at us. You can always catch us at LeadSymphony.com. So why would you want to make 5x profits, and what are the next steps going to be? Well, the next steps you're going to have to take, or you're going to have to get your team on the same page. You know, figure out how to commission folks when they're making massive upsells and increasing your profits on your job, and they're going the extra mile to get materials and get it over. You guys have to be on the same page with your sales team, or they're just not going to have buy-ins. One of the things that I'll mention that we didn't really talk about is setting goals. We have a goal of selling 100 SunTunnels this year. We're a little short. Look forward to keep pounding on those upsells. And really, this is a big mention for us, getting the pitch off, getting the knowledge, getting the team, getting the production together, and pulling all that together to really create a great product, something that's going to just be fabulous for your customer they can enjoy for many years. Number 2, how to price. Number 3, how to sell. And then, of course, LeadSymphony is going to answer the question of how do you market these guys besides just hitting on your upsells. Practice. This slide is going to hit a pretty quick mention that you've got to practice becoming great. It's not just going to happen. You know, you've got to be reaching into your team. You've got to be pulling the most that you can out of these guys, and you've really got to get your hands on the product. And what I mean by practice is to not pull reactive measures around your sales system. Become intentional about those sales. Like I said, LeadSymphony is going to help folks pull a virtual sales or virtual close mechanism out there, and that's going to require a lot of practice. But if you step back one step, it's going to take practice to get good at selling SunTunnels. We've got some quick bites on that, and I'll be glad to get to the rest of it. This right here, speaking to practice, we try and polish up our pitches by doing pitch offs. We do those on every Monday and every Friday morning. It's 90 seconds where you get to get with your people and have them go heads up, mano a mano. One salesperson is going to grab one of your upsells, and the other sitting on this side is going to grab the other. You're going to be talking about it. You're going to be pitching it just like you're out pitching it to a customer. And you want to be judging those people. What could you have asked? What could you have said? How could you have gotten the customer to see it, feel it, understand it? So this is a quick pitch-off video. I hope you guys get a chance to watch this. If you're not doing these, you definitely need to start taking a look at getting pitch-offs into your company culture. So SunTunnel basics. You've got 2 different basic varieties. Now there's several more SunTunnels we could talk about, but 2 basic varieties. There's a 10-inch and a 14-inch diameter SunTunnel. The 14-inch diameter SunTunnel, I'm pretty sure I'm going to mention this at some point, is going to be around $200 to $250 more than a 10-inch. You can order these on Amazon. It's really easy to get them straight to your office. The one thing I will hasten is making sure that you've got enough tubage. That's going to be the tube that takes it from directly the roof line to the ceiling, right? So you're going to have 4 feet of that. If the project ends up taking any more than that 4 feet, you're gonna have to buy additional SunTunnels and additional tubes, and those tubes are about $40, $45 each, depending on your market. So 10-inch, 14-inch SunTunnels, and then tubes that are gonna be going in there, right? Flexible sun tunnels are also available. These are typically going to be a little cheaper, and when you have kinks or movement, you got to position your sun tunnel around equipment in the attic space or anything like that. Rigid sun tunnels are going to make a lot of sense. They're going to look about like this, right? This kind of looks like HVAC piping in your attic space. So a lot of this has been there for a long time, but you can see that it's reflective on the inside, and it's super easy to install, right? We're just going to install it to the bottom of the sun tunnel and then the bottom of the lens that's at the drywall, right? On the flexible tubing as well, you might want to take a look at dialing an 800 number, calling Velux. We've got the number right here. Give them a buzz and pre-order that sun tunnel flexible tubing if you guys are intending on using that. Just a quick word of advice. How do you price sun tunnels? Okay, so I mentioned 5x profit 2 or 3 different times. Are you going to make 5x profit on every single sun tunnel? Maybe not, right? But let's just say, for example, you're doing a roof, and on that roofing job, you notice a darker window, or a darker room. Maybe mention that $1,000 sun tunnel just to add it on, or even to sweeten the deal for your customer. On $1,000, you still should be looking at $700 profit. I realize that's not 5x, but we can certainly see those numbers go to $1,200 or $1,500 if we're just adding the sun tunnel itself as a repair, right? But would you like fries with that? That's really the only thing that you've got to change in your system that's going to really get you guys huge results. Would you like fries with that? But you have to practice it. You can't just hope that you're going to get there. Your team might be a little resistant at first, and you've really got to culture that in. One of the things we wanted to drop in here that might make this even more valuable for you guys is we put together a pitch book on how to upsell sun tunnels. You can add your logo directly to it. You can drop it on your website. You can put it in your customer, in your salespeople's hands or in their folders so they can have that ready to rock and roll, or even represent on their iPads as well. Pricing tip as well. Hey, if somebody's going to be purchasing 3 to 4 to 5 sun tunnels, do you really need to hit that tip top 5x profit number? Maybe not. You're still going to make really darn good money. And in many instances, what we're noticing is that we're making as much money on selling a singular sun tunnel or 2 sun tunnels as we make on the roof itself, right? So 14-inch sun tunnels are usually going to be priced around $2,000 or above, and they can even exceed $3,000 if you've got a lot of tubing you've got to add, or the roof might be steeper. Whatever situation that you guys typically are going to be valuing your jobs at, that's just something to keep in mind. Like I'd said, there's going to be about a $200 to $250 difference between a 14-inch sun tunnel's cost and a 10-inch sun tunnel. So how to sell? Your customers are not going to be considering this product, right? This slide does a great job of illustrating that you've just got to circle back. You don't want to bring it outside of the pitch. We intentionally, in our Lightspeed Construction pitch book, have sun tunnels on the very back end. So it's going to be a back end type mention, right? So we get through the sales presentation virtually with our customers. In the very back end, it's going to mention gutter guards, sun tunnels, chimney caps, doing chimney work, perhaps even service work for some of our clients as well. So that's typically going to be a back end mention, and we're going to tie that into how that's going to help the customer enjoy their home more and be something that they can enjoy for many years to come. 3 most important selling questions that you've got with sun tunnel. Question number 1, right here. Are there any rooms or hallways in your home that might need more natural light? Study areas, dining, workspace, right? So those places are a good mention, and then just let your customer answer that question and then proceed with your pitch, of course. Second, hey, I might have noticed some smaller windows in your upstairs bedroom. Have you guys thought about getting natural light into these rooms? Great way. Just leave it right there. Let it sit. You're typically going to want to ask that in front of his and hers. And again, back to LeadSymphony, let me plug away. Great way on virtual sales to pull his and hers together, where you can have that ask right there, right? Third question that's going to help you guys close sun tunnels. Do you have any spots in the house where you just want to feel better? Maybe in a laundry room or a workout area. And a nice follow-up to that, the footnote on this, natural lighting is proven to benefit cognitive abilities. Arm your team with articles and videos. Well, that part's not really included, but natural light is indeed proven to benefit cognitive abilities. This is going to be in our pitch book, the one that you guys can rebrand and use for your own sales cycle. Take a look at that close. Put it where your kids do homework. Are you working on an instrument that maybe is you've got an instrument room that you're working on an instrument and becoming a musician, or learning a second language, reading. Those types of places where you feel like you could use the extra horsepower, right? That's where you want to think about adding the sun tunnel. And you can certainly bookend that with your customers. So this page right here we created shows that Lightspeed Construction is committed to being able to help communicate with our customers, marketing and sales. So we prep our customers. And this is one of the things, if you guys have any questions about how we do this or what the scripts look like, We actually do customer testimonial videos for every one of our customers, everyone that's willing to give us. And really a lot of times that looks like, and you guys are gonna imagine, they're gonna say, oh, no, I don't do videos. For me personally, wherever my cell phone is, this is what that looks like for me. Oh, I don't really like videos. Too bad. Hey, how's it going? Did you like the roofing job? How about those sun tunnels? Our customers are certainly saying nice things about us, and we want to create assets around those nice things. So we're putting these videos directly onto our website and on the story of our project. So when we install sun tunnels, we're dropping these two customers were extremely happy with their sun tunnels, and we put them right on their project story, which is what LeadSymphony will help you guys accomplish. Put that story straight on your website and then drop that customer testimonial. Really powerful sales tool for us. And it's a front-end sales tool as well. If you call me asking about sun tunnels or a roof or something, hey, yeah, we've got a lot of folks asking those same questions. Do you mind if I send you over a quick link? It's of a customer who was really happy with the project. It's got photos, videos, and information about how we were able to help resolve their issue. Excuse me about that, guys. So I guess on marketing, the last point, so we've covered how to get your team aligned. That's certainly covered that. How to price sun tunnels, and then what is a sun tunnel. The last thing I want to mention is how to market sun tunnels. Like I said, the hook for this video for us is that LeadSymphony is going to help you guys market your sun tunnels. You can see on the right that on the scroll of this phone, you're actually looking at a sun tunnel project that we published to our website using LeadSymphony. It's going to help you guys close more deals when you can send over past performance, folks that are happy with customer testimonials, photos and videos before, during, and after of your projects. It kind of becomes a no-brainer. The really special thing that we're able to do, and I'm going to get ahead a little bit right here, is that we're actually able to pull a kind of a synergy with our customer and sort of lead them towards a close and understand a little bit more about what it is that they're doing, what they want to do. We can tell that project story, and when that story starts, when we actually meet with his and her or any decision makers on the front end on a virtual call. Virtual calls are huge for us because we can get all of our principals and all of our decision makers there in one place. Not always the easiest thing to do, especially with COVID going on. All the existing photos and videos on your team's phone, I don't know how many photos and videos you guys might have. Before we had LeadSymphony, we had thousands and maybe tens of thousands of photos and videos scattered over all of our devices. And the best solution we had might have been to upload them to somebody's cloud, like say, for example, Google or another company that does cloud hosting of photos and videos. It's cool, we like that stuff, but it wasn't really helping us make any money. We were already doing that, but what we'd seen is that if we could get that to our website so that those folks who are searching for those needs, they were gonna be able to find us and locate us, and I'm gonna prove that to you here in just a moment. This slide right here talks about the fact that if you go Sun Tunnels Knoxville TN, quote unquote, if you Google Sun Tunnels Knoxville TN, we're crushing, right? You've got multiple different sun tunnel example stories that are going to be right there. These are sun tunnels where we tell the story using LeadSymphony. That's got before, during, and after photos and happy customer testimonial videos. Oh, and by the way, when you drop that kind of content out there, take a look at the map pack right here. Isn't that pretty? Right there, Lightspeed Construction. That's Sun Tunnels Knoxville TN. We're not paying for these advertisements. These are just us creating assets on our website that are crushing for us. We really like to see our customers engage in this process. We like to see our sales team. And it's some work, I'm not gonna lie, to bring folks in and really get them behind this. But once you guys see how easy this can be for you, I don't know if you've ever thought about making your sales cycle and your sales process a little easier. It's fun. I guess a quick mention on, and I know we're on Google slide here, quick mention on the sales process. For us, what we really try and do when we do a virtual sale is we do want a face touch with that customer. So we're typically gonna be meeting with him. We're talking about roofs, right? And what I'm gonna tell the customers, I'm gonna need about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't expect this to take any longer than that. But on the back end, I'm gonna wanna jump on a Zoom call with you and anybody else that might be concerned about this choice and this decision. So we go ahead and prep that customer right there on the front end so they can see that we're gonna be a person that's gonna have an additional touch. When I meet him or her, I'm gonna mention a price range. So this is very important. When we price range our sun tunnels, we're gonna say between, maybe our roofs or sun tunnels, we're gonna say maybe between $7,000 and $10,000. What we're gonna get from that is we're not gonna commit ourselves to one offer, and we're gonna understand a little bit more about their budget. It should naturally lead to a conversation price, and it doesn't put us on the spot to have to sling anything. Now granted, if your customer says, hey, $10,000, that sounds awesome, where can I sign up? Well, dude, yeah, I've got my iPad right here. Why don't you go ahead and DocuSign? Sure, no problem. Or I've got a pen available. Let's go ahead and sign you up right now, get you on the production board. But for the 99.9% of the other cases where we're out there, that one call close, I see it as something that is a challenge because you don't get enough information about the budget typically And typically you don't get both decision makers on your call. That's where that Zoom, that virtual close comes in, because you get a chance to put your presentation together. You can understand a little bit more about their budget before you begin to put the presentation together, and then you can get everybody together, right? And I think we probably might need to take a look at dropping a quick example of maybe a customer or two that have done some closes with us virtually. I might get Billy to take a look at that. Guys, LeadSymphony helps you market. Simple as that. Meet virtually with your customers, create examples of your work to share with your prospects, automatically add ranking keywords to content, help with search engines, no special knowledge required, works from phone, computer, or tablet. Your team's gonna love it. You're gonna have to help them get there, and we will have to help you guys help them get there. We can teach your team and onboard them in about 45 minutes, but it's gonna take a while to get that culture and that vibe going. But it's so worth it when you guys can get there. So let's see here. Your team members are going to be creating web content on your website, right? I probably mentioned that, but LeadSymphony is going to allow them to log in through the software directly to your website and create these virtual proposals. We're not really asking any more of your inside people. You guys are going to need to drill. You are going to need to train. And of course, if you kind of come in our network, we're going to suggest that you guys take a look at doing your pitch offs. You can do those virtually or live, but these are things that you've got to work on to help get your team aligned and point in the right direction to really crush with this. FAQs about LeadSymphony. How long does it take to figure out if LeadSymphony's for me? Guys, at the end of this, we're going to have an offer for a free 15-minute strategy session. These strategy sessions fill up real quick, so if you guys don't jump on there and get your time slot made, hopefully we'll have some available in the future, but they are filling up really quickly. Will LeadSymphony work on my website? Yes, it will. It works on all major platforms. Will you support, train, and love us? Yeah, we want to see you guys help crush on virtual sales. How long will it take to train my team? 45 minutes, and then you guys are going to have to grain the culture. How long does it take before you set up and rank on a page? Between 30 minutes. Honestly, we've seen pages rank as quickly as a half hour, and 1 month. It depends on how competitive the searches you guys are looking for and how many assets and your wording on the actual page. All that stuff's important to Google, right? And a quick mention about the way these pages are ranking. If you live in Dallas, Texas, for example, you will not be able to create a web page using LeadSymphony that says roofing companies in Dallas, Texas, and see that be on the first page of Google tomorrow. We're looking for a little bit more textured and longer keywords that can rank. Now, any of this content can help you guys rank for roofing companies, Dallas, Texas, obviously. But I know Dallas is a super hot competitive market, and you can't just drop one web page in there and get that to rank. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. But you can say roofing company in Dallas, Texas solves a roof leak on a flat roof. And there's a pretty darn good chance that that will actually rank. Roofing company Dallas, Texas fixes a roof problem on a flat roof. However, that keyword's in. Does LeadSymphony sell leads? No, we don't help you sell leads. We don't sell leads, but we are going to guarantee that if you guys are creating this content and you're buying in and vibing this correctly, your sales should go through the roof, your lead generation should go through the roof. You're going to be seeing folks finding you on Google that have never found you before, and these are going to be valuable leads. A lot of opportunity costs you're going to lose by not getting this. Expensive not to be good at this stuff. And by the way, your closer, speaking about virtual meetings, your closer can sit at home and close 3 meetings in a row while your canvassers are canvassing. We love to do that as well. So it's a different way of thinking about utilizing your skills and your team's skills through the process. LeadSymphony makes virtual selling easier. Yeah, I just mentioned that, of course. So you're looking at a web page that we created, SunTunnels Brighten Up Any Room in Powell, Tennessee. I think you guys saw that rank on Google about 5 slides ago. Ranks perfectly. We've got our happy customer testimonial video. We got before, during, and after video of that. And guys, if you want to take a look at that web page, click here to see the full web page. It's right there. Like I mentioned, strategy session. This is a demo about LeadSymphony. It should be on the document you take a look at if you want to open up the PDF. It'll walk you through a little bit more, maybe ingrain a little bit more of what I'm mentioning, but jump at this 15-minute strategy session, whether it's doing pitch offs or maybe how bids can look if you include visuals with them. Maybe you're not interested in virtual selling. Not everybody's going to be, but you're interested in SEO. We're pretty good at it. We've invented something that nobody else has. By the way, LeadSymphony is patent pending. If you're going to look for this solution anywhere else, it's not there. Keep your eyes up. Keep a heads up on our website, LeadSymphony.com. Just like it sounds, we're going to have more mentions on selling service. So service agreement, we're going to be talking about how to reach out to insurance agent with virtual demos and virtual sales, and walking them through the back end of your stories as well. So we'd love to get that content in as well. Make sure that you sign up and can get on our mailer list. My name's Kirby Smith, LeadSymphony. We're here to help you guys crush out SunTunnels or whatever you need. Give us a shout. Thank you very much.